Hi children, how are you children? Are you enjoying your holidays? Are you reading, seeing videos and doing your worksheets children? Yes, I hope everybody are doing. Are you watching TV more time or less time? I think more time. How many movies did you watch? I hope no new movies, only old movies. Is it not? Enjoying your old movies. Is it not? Yes. Did you complete your previous worksheet children? Yesterday's worksheet, did you complete it? Yes? Yes. Shall we go for the next lesson? I hope all of you are waiting for the next lesson. Is it not? Shall we go? Yes. Let me start the lesson. Children, what is this children? What is this? Sponge. What shall we use it for in the classroom? For cleaning the board. In the house purpose, what shall we use? For cleaning the tanks. Is it not? Or dining tables. Is it not? Yes. And what is this children? Pencil box. What do you do with this? You will keep your pencils, erasers, scales, sketches, everything. I kept sketches children. Is it not? Yes. And now let me tell you one. What is this made up of children? What is this made up of? I don't know. Do you know? Will you tell me what is this made up of? Yes. Nobody knows? Let me tell you. These are made up of matter. These are made up of matter. Madam, what is matter, madam? We don't know what is matter. I am here now to tell you. Yes. Shall we go for the lesson? Yes. Today our topic is matter and its three states. Matter and its states. Lesson name what children? Matter and its states. Yes. Now let me tell you. What is matter? I told you. Anything. This is made up of matter, I told you. Anything, the stuff. See, this is made up of some type of a material. Is it not? This is made up of plastic. Is it not? In the same way, the stuff, children. The stuff, anything that has, everything that has stuff. The stuff that everything has is called a matter. Now let me tell you. How can you say that is matter and that is not a matter? Do you say that everything is made up of matter on the earth? Yes, almost 90% are made up of matter only children. Either the people, the human beings, the animals, the buildings, the cars, the toys, everything, the pencil boxes, the television, the mobiles, doors, windows, everything are made up of matter only children. What is matter children? Matter is nothing but anything that occupies space, that occupies here. See children, for example, this one, see children, what is this children? Do you have this? Is it not? Yes. This is a tiger. This is a tiger. This tiger is made up of what children? It is made up of one type of a cloth. Inside that they kept some sponges. They kept some spongy material. That's why we'll call it as a soft toy. Okay, the stuff, something is kept inside, you know children, then only you'll get this shape children. That is the stuff that is inside is called a matter. This, why we'll call it as a matter children? Why? Because if I keep it here, what will happen? What will happen children here? I kept here. What is it is doing? It is occupying the space, is it not? It is occupying half of the space of this step, is it not? And when you lift it, you will feel some weight. Even though it is a soft toy, it will be having some weight. Anything that occupies a space and has weight is called a matter children. What is matter children? Anything that is occupies space and has weight is called matter. For example, I told you this. If I take this ball children, if I keep it here, shall we keep this aside for a few minutes? Is it not? See, if I keep here this, is it occupying the space here? Yes, it is occupying the space here. Is it not? See, it is occupying the space here. And if I keep this here, what does it is happening? It is also occupying the space. See, if I keep this here, it is occupying the space. See, see how much space it is occupying on the paper? Yes. If I take this ball and I keep here, see, it is also occupying the space. See. And if I take this box and I keep here, this also is occupying space. Is it not? See. This is the space occupied by the sponge, and this is the space occupied by the ball, and this is the space occupied by the pencil box. And these also will be having weight. This is very light in weight, and more than this it is having some weight, and more than this it is having some more weight. Is it not, children? See, anything that occupies space and has weight is called matter. Let me show you. See here, children, what is matter? The stuff that everything made of is called matter. The stuff that everything made of is called matter. Now, how can you say that it is a matter? How can you define that? You can confirm that this is made up of matter, this is not made up of matter. How can you confirm? By seeing two things. What is that? See here. Anything made up of matter occupies space. It will be occupying space. I told you, see, the sponge will be occupying some space. I told you, see, is it not? Yes, occupies space. And if when you carry it, you will be having the weight also. Occupies space and has weight is called matter. Now let me tell you one thing. Do you agree that everything is made up of matter, children? I won't agree with that. Do you agree that everything on the earth is made up of matter? Yes, almost 90% of the things are made up of matter, but few things are not made up of matter. Okay, children, let me tell you what are not made up of. 90% are made up of matter and some things are not made up of matter. What is the meaning not made up of matter? That will not occupy space and has weight. What are the things? Three things we are having, children. The first one is the light, and the second one is the heat, and the third one is the sound. Light, heat, sound are not matter. Why we call these three are not matter? Why? Because it does not occupy space. It does not has weight. Do the sound occupy space, children? No. Do you can have the weight of this? Can you measure the weight of the sound? You can't measure it. You can hear it. That's all. Is it not? See, are you able to hear the sound of the crow? Is it not? Is it not? Yes. But you can't measure it. In the same way, the light also, you can see the light shining towards. But how much it went, how much volume it is having, sir, how much weight it is having, you can't measure. In the same way, heat also you can't measure it, children. It does not occupy space. Only I will be here, I won't go there. It won't say like that. It does not have occupy space and has weight. So, these things that do not take up space or have weight are not matter. Examples are light, sound, heat are not matter. Examples are light, sound, heat are not a matter. Now, let us study about the states of matter. And this matter is classified into three types, children. How many types? This three states. It's classified into how many states? Three states. What are those? Solids, liquids and gases. Classified into how many states? Three states. Solids, liquids and gases. See, what is the meaning of solids? What is the meaning of liquids? What is the meaning of gases? Do you know solids? Can you give some examples for solids, children? Anybody? Yes. Let me tell you. Examples of solids, children. Car, book, pen, table, toy and so on. So many things are there, children. And examples for liquid are water, milk, juice, phenyl, drinks, any drinks and so on, children. Now when you come for the examples of gases, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. These are also the gases, examples for gases, children. Now we are going to study about solids, children. Today we will complete about solids, children. First let us learn about solids. What are solids, children? How can you say about what solids? Solid is one of the state of the matter. One of the state of the matter is called as the solids, children. What are the properties of solids? See here, some more examples. I have shown you in chat some examples here. This sponge is also example of solid. Box, sketch, ball, this powder. See here, some of the clay mounds. See some of the clay mounds and the buckets, lock and key, spits, some of the keychains, some of the toys. See, all these are made up. These are solids. These are solid. Now let me tell you, this basket is also a solid, is it not? And see here, this stone is also a solid. This stone is also a solid. These are some more examples for solids, children. And let us learn about the properties of solids. How can you differentiate? This is solid, this is liquid, and this is gas. How can you know when you learn something, the difference between solids, liquids, gases? Then you will say that, madam, this is solid, madam, this is liquid, madam, this is gas. Is it not? Yes. Let me tell you how can you differentiate between the solids, liquids, and gases here. This solid is nothing but it will be having a particular shape. The ball shape will be the same, is it not? Either it is a plastic ball, either it is a cork ball, either it is a tennis ball. The ball shape will be round, is it not? Yes. In the same way, if you take pencil boxes also, the pencil box shape will be in this particular shape, is it not? The other pencil box will be in other shape, but the shape will not change. Do you change the shape, children? Can you change the shape immediately by yourself? You can't change it. If you take this, can you change the shape of this, children? Unless until you break it. Unless until you break it. If I give you this stone and I ask you to break it, can you change the shape of this? No. The shape, how it is, it will be like that only, children. It will not change the shape, children, unless until you break it. For example, if I take this stone and I ask you to change the shape, what you will do? You will take some, see here. You will take a stone and you will keep it here and you will break it. See? Then it will be breaking. What are you doing? You are breaking. You are changing the shape. Unless until you break it, you will not change the shape of the solids. For example, if I ask you to break this, what you will do? I want to change the shape of this. What you will do? Unless until you remove it, you break it, you can't make the chicken change the shape of this. See, now the shape of this stone have changed. See how so much it have changed. Is it not? See, small pieces, fine powder, small pieces, big pieces, everything. One stone have changed into these many shapes. These many shapes. So solids have a particular shape. Solids will be having a particular shape and it has weight. It has weight, volume. It has volume. Are you clear, children? It has particular space. It occupies space. It has particular shape and it has volume also, children. Are you clear? The three properties of solids. The first property is it has a particular shape. And second one is it occupies space. Already I showed you in the first introduction, I told you. See, solids occupy space. The sponge, is it not? Is it ball, everything. In the same way, it has volume also. It has volume also, children. See. See here, children. Matter behaves differently in its three states, children. Now today we are going to study about properties of solids, children. I told you it has fixed shape. It has fixed shape. It has fixed volume. It has fixed volume. It occupies space. It occupies space, children. It occupies space. These are the three properties of solids, children. These are the three properties of solids. And not only this, children, I told you, you can change the shape of these solids until or unless you break it. And for example, if you take this sponge, some of these examples like sponge and cotton, there will be here in this, there will be a air inside, children. Air. So what do you do? When you start squeezing or compressing is nothing but turning like this. Is it not? When you turn like this, what will happen? It will change its shape. Why it is changing its shape? Because the air which is present inside will be coming outside when you squeeze it. And when you leave it again the air will be coming back and again it occupies its particular shape. Any change in the shape of this? Nothing. What you are doing? When you are squeezing, you are removing the air inside this sponge. That is why it is changing the shape. And when you are leaving this, the air again return back to this particular sponge and again it's coming to back its space. Are you clear, children? Yes. Now, let me ask you some questions. What are the three states of matter, children? Solids, liquids and gases. In the next class, we will study about liquids and gases, children. And let me tell you children, let me tell you a small activity. If there is a chance, you do it. Otherwise, don't trouble your parents, children. Are you clear? Yes. Nothing. This experiment is to prove that air occupies space and has weight. Air occupies space and has weight. For example, if you take a balloon and blow the air, the shape of the balloon, how you will blow the air, in the same way the air will be, it will taking the shape. See, is it occupying the space, children? The air is inside the balloon. Is it not? Is it occupying the space? And let me tell you, prove an experiment that how it is having a weight. How can you say that air occupies space and has weight? Occupies space, I proved. See, when you blow the balloon, air inside this balloon, this has become big, is it not? By this we can say that air occupies space. And now let me tell you, air has weight. Air has weight. Take two balloons and a scale and make it a common balance like this, a balance like this, and see that the balloons are balanced. The balloons are balanced. See, is it not? Yes. Now let me prick one of the balloon. Let me prick one of the balloon. What will happen, children? See? Are you able to see what is going on? The weight of this air is this. The balloon which is having air is coming down when you see this balloon. Is it not? By this we can say that this is having weight. Air occupies weight. Is it not? Air occupies space. Here we have proved in this balloon. And when you do this, when you prick this one of the balloon, you will feel that, see how it is becoming. In the same way, by this we can say that air has weight also, children. If there is a chance, you do this experiment in your house, children. Okay, children? Bye, children. We'll meet in the next video.